And as you've seen for yourself, so much damage to cars and homes, whether it's really anything from the rain or flooding. It could pretty much affect just about everything that you own. News West 9's Jason Freund talked with an insurance agent today about what you can do and how you can keep your property covered whenever these rains hit us here in West Texas. Jason, what'd you learn?
Alex, people tend not to think about flooding insurance simply because, well, with our climate, it's usually hot and sunny. But when the rains do come down in West Texas, sometimes it's a little better to be safe than sorry. It's been an unusual past few days here in West Texas.
Normally flooding isn't something we talk about a whole lot in West Texas in the middle of the desert, but it's also obviously very important when you see days like we've had over the last 3 days where you have a lot of water that piles up really quick.
Which is why when rainwater piles up, it can cost thousands of dollars to the average driver.
In a lot of cases when you have flooding like this and we get water that's sucked into a motor, it can be a total loss for that vehicle. So if you're talking about a $100,000 Lexus, you've got a $100,000 claim.
That's why insurance, specifically flooding insurance, can save you a lot of cash when the time is right. Normally, it's your car that you got to take care of because a lot of different things can happen when water mixes with the car.
The water has been sucked into the motor and it can do a whole lot of damage to the motor really, really quickly. Or in cases like some of the ones I've seen today, they're driving into deep water and it just keeps getting deeper and it actually floods the interior compartment of the vehicle, and obviously that has to be dried out and create some serious problems there as well.
But it's not just your car you need to protect, because flooding can also affect your home as well. And a normal homeowner policy won't cover things like rising water.
Most homes specifically exclude that in a regular homeowner's policy. So to have coverage for rising water or wind-driven rain, you actually have to have a flood insurance policy in Texas that specifically addresses those perils or those causes of loss.
And if you are looking to file a claim, there's actually a decent amount of money that can be covered.
The maximum is going to be that building limit or dwelling limit that they have on the policy. So again, it depends on the house. If it's a $1 million house, they'd have $1 million limit. If it's a $100,000 house, they'd have a $100,000 limit. Again, whatever the total value of the house is normally what you would insure for.
So, how can one protect themselves from a flood, especially if you're already looking at some damage? The process, it can actually be surprisingly quick.
In some cases now, they're just, with the technological advances we've had, they're having you send in pictures of the damage and they adjust straight off of that, and working out, who you're going to have fix it, kind of what your deductible is, coming up with a fair amount to settle that claim, and then cutting checks. It normally moves pretty quick. With most claims, they're normally settled within 7 to 14 days.
Crow suggests that if you're looking to get flooding insurance, make sure you talk to your agent about what you own and then get a quote to see how much it costs and if the risk outweighs the cost of insurance.